Nairobi.
Meanwhile, the Azimio leader is in Nigeria today, where he was telling West African leaders not to use Kenya as a benchmark for credible elections. Raila told an elections conference in Abuja that adoption of technology does not guarantee a tamper-proof election, choosing the platform to repeat his recent allegations that Kenya's presidential poll was manipulated. As Grace Nganga reports, the opposition leader has even proposed that elections management be devolved.
After holding two inaugural rallies to puncture the credibility of August 9th, 2022 elections, Azimio leader Raila Odinga would on Tuesday take his war on election rigging to the African continent.
So far, the trend has been that an election malpractice that goes unpunished in one country provides a script for another country and then becomes the new normal. I will not go into details of my own country, Kenya, and the critics brewing there because of an election that was compromised in August last year. But Kenya's case must sound a warning to all.
Raila, who is in Abuja, Nigeria for an election conference dubbed the Credible Elections and Economy in Transition ahead of the country's 23rd February elections. He warned the African continent against pegging the election standards on the just concluded Kenyan's election, claiming that the will of the Kenyan people was subverted through manipulation of technology.
Continent Democrats, together with the international community of democracies, do not come together and defend the vote, the elections and democracy will be delegitimized in Africa with devastating consequences. As you face these elections next month, which is tomorrow's month, in February, we really want to urge Nigerians to stand firm and ensure that the voice of the people is respected.
For Raila, there is need for African countries planning to use technology to rethink on how they want to adapt reliable technology so as to guarantee voters of a free, fair and credible elections or go manual.
Either we adopt a reliable election technology, including voting machines, and generate a voter verifiable audit trail so voters can confirm that their choices are being recorded accurately, or we go fully manual. Elections and democracy are failing in Africa, not because a majority of African voters prefer authoritarianism, non-democratic forms of government. It is happening because an organized elite keen to protect narrow selfish interests has forged strategic alliances and captured strategic systems and institutions of various nations with the sole purpose of subverting the substance of elections.
Raila also wants the election management processes devolved at the counties or states so that they can deal with election disputes and the parties be allowed to second their members to the election management bodies. He said it was time to allow parties to second their members to the election management bodies and get rid of the centralization of election management, as regimes that get to power by rigged elections cannot guarantee the independence of non-government bodies. Grace Nganga, KTN News.
Former President Uhuru Kenyatta has